Hey everybody, this is Tricia Harmon coming at you with the Motion Extra. Tonight I'm going to be talking with this incredible gentleman who just found himself running life at a breathtaking pace, and he kind of missed one opportunity, but you know what? God always has a way of giving us a do-over, giving us another opportunity. So today we're going to talk with Ralphii Gaston, and he is connected on our tribe with Michigan Christian Talent Network. And Ralph, thank you for coming all the way out here. I'm actually on set tonight, and you came out here just so we could hook up and talk about this a little bit, so
Right.
thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, it's really interesting that when you said you were going way too fast one day, and then you just decided to slow up. What happened that day you were going too fast?
First day?
Yeah.
That first day, it was I think it was a couple. I believe it was a couple on the side, and they were just sitting there looking at the car, and they were just sitting in the car. So I was just going. So as I tried to come over, I only was able to get into the second lane from the third lane.
Yeah, because you're not on a country road. You're
Right.
on.
So I couldn't stop.
Expressway.
Right. So I couldn't stop or slow down. Well, I tried to slow down, but it's going real fast, so it's no way that I can just swerve over.
Right.
And it was like 4 o'clock, so that's crunch time.
Yeah.
And that's just whereas everybody's getting off work, everybody's trying to get where they're going.
Yep.
Either going home or
So you saw this couple, they looked stranded, they were, but you were in the farthest lane from them.
Right.
And you kind of felt like you missed that opportunity.
Right. I felt like I could have helped them, and it was just eating me alive. It honestly was just eating me alive, because I'm I could have stopped, even though I could have just stopped and helped them, and they could have whatever. I could have had the tools to get them back on the road, and I just feel like it probably took a long time for them to get where they had to go, and they probably had to do something important. So it's
You know, that just says so much about you, just in that alone, just feeling regret that, oh man, I wish I could have helped him, but I missed it. But you didn't stop there. You didn't just say, oh well. You made a personal decision. What was your decision the next day?
Oh, my decision was, if I ever see somebody again, I'm going to stop no matter what and just see what's the problem and see if I can help them.
So here you are driving down the expressway, and
Right.
what happens?
I see somebody stranded. Well, I seen him looking at his tire and going in the trunk, so I was far back, so I seen it. He was ahead of me. So I'm you know what, this is my time, because I said I was gonna do it, and I was just getting off work. I had a meeting for school at 4:30, so I was actually running late for that. I had 5 minutes to get there, but I was 10-15 minutes away. So I'm well, I already made the promise to do this, so now I have to go do it. So I get over fast as I can, and I stopped. I probably was 50 to 60 yards from him. So as I'm walking down to go see if he need my help, I got my thumb up, because I'm, I said, I'm far back.
Yeah.
So I have my thumb up do you need help? Are you okay? So he waved me off. He said he's okay, he got it. So I'm okay, cool. I can go to school now. So I'm about to go over, I'm literally turning my car to get in the first lane. And I just looked, because I'm looking for the cars in the back.
And I'm just going to interrupt you. Yeah, I want to interrupt you, mainly because a lot of us, including me, I have to say, would be, phew, okay, I did it. At least I made myself, I made myself available.
Right.
Your loss so good, you don't need me to buy. And you started to take off, but then
that's when he came, was waving me off. So I'm okay, cool. So I got out the car, and he was I'm in my mom's car, and she don't have a jack. And I'm okay. And I looked, I remembered, because I had my wife's dad, I had my father-in-law jack in the car, and I was actually supposed to give it to him the day before, and I'm okay, so that's when I got the jack, and we jacked the car
because
up.
that was one thing this stranded motorist needed. He didn't have a jack in his car,
Nope,
so
he didn't have a jack.
You realized you had your dad's and your father-in-law's, and you just didn't get it back to him in time. So
Yeah,
you came back and helped him with the tire. Who was he?
Did I know him?
You didn't know him.
No, I didn't know him.
But do you remember his name?
Joel
Reisig.
Yeah,
Joel
Joel.
Reisig, of all people, for him to have an opportunity to help out. So you help him out, and what he gives you his card and says.
Actually offered me $20 But I said no. I'm like, my thing was like, I'm just paying it forward, because I just always think about like when Jesus said, like, you know, do as in others you want done to me. So I'm always preparing for the worst and hoping for the best, like type mind. So I'm like, I'm always, if something happened to me and I don't have nothing to give to that person back for doing something for me, I want them to feel the same way I feel when I'm helping somebody. Like,
that's awesome.
I don't need a reward from you from helping you out, and that's almost like my due diligence as a Christian. That's just like your due diligence to help somebody else out, just regardless of what. So when he offered me the $20, I'm like, no, I don't. I was just, you know, just doing what I got to do, just helping you out, man, and just paying it forward. And that's just like, you know what? Here's my business card. If you need anything, you're ever stranded anywhere, just call me. So I'm like, okay, cool. I honestly was not going to call him. I didn't expect to ever just need him or anything, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know if he lived here. I didn't know what was going on, you know what I'm saying? Because he said he's in his mom's car, so that to me like, oh, he must don't live around here. He's just visiting his mom. So probably like 2 days later, because I do music, and I seen that he had actor, producer, and screenwriter and everything. So producer to me was, okay, you could help me produce my track and everything like that. So when I called him, he's like, oh yeah, but I do music. But he's like, okay, but I can hook you up with someone that can help you out with stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that's when he added me on Facebook, and then he hooked me up with Christian, and I added her, and then we just got to chatting from there, and it just all went from there.
You know, the message I love about this, Ralph, is that it's not about getting ready, it's about staying ready for opportunities that just happen in a drop of a hat, because you don't want to be late for it, and you don't want to be too, you know, it's just this fellowship that we have of giving our day over to the Lord and saying, Lord, I might have missed it yesterday, but today I commit. If I find somebody who needs help, I don't care what it costs. And it did cost. You were late, but then you were even later. And, you know, God just has a way of blessing us beyond what we can even hope for.
Exactly.
So what a testimony that is. And now you've got this great relationship. But now we've got Ralph as a part of our great tribe of Michigan Christian Talent Network. And so we just want to say thank you for just showing up in the name of Jesus to help somebody out.
Oh, glory to God.
It's right. And so you have some other great blessings coming along, and you're married, and you are about to have
a young son.
Have a baby.
Late September, and that's when he comes, out from her.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you're about to have a family. You've got your music career. What's some of your music that you have?
Right now, what I have out, like the song that I've done, it was a song I actually done like 4 years ago, and it was a song called Family. And what that song is really about is like getting my family to the Lord, seeing the goodness of God. So the moral of the story of that is I want to see my family saved as well. Like, I'm like the only one in my family saved and that know Jesus. So basically, like, all my music is like centered around my family coming to the Lord. The God calling my family to the family. So that's like the center of all my music right now. So, but that's like the only song I really got out from the album I have coming up. So
your one song about the family is found on
any network, YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud. It's everywhere right now. So now I'm just cooking up stuff now and getting everything else ready to record. So I'm waiting. I have a few features with some people, so I'm just waiting on them to send it back.
That's great. So your username on YouTube, or what's your social media usernames that people can find you and your work?
My Facebook is Ralphii Gaston.
Did you get that? Say it one more time. Ralphii?
Ralphii Gaston. Twitter is Unashamed Ralph. And I believe my Instagram is Unashamed Ralphii. I believe that's it.
So we're going to try to give a little taste of your music, but we want to encourage you, check it out, and just let this be a lesson to all of us that, you know, no opportunity is a missed opportunity, and to be able to just give of yourself with no expectation to get back says a lot about a person. And who knows, we could be standing next to the next incredible platinum, or yeah, you know,
and that with music too, I don't do it for the money. Like I said, I basically like God give us a mandate to preach the gospel and give his word out. So that's basically what that is too. Like if money come from it, just come from it. But
That's
if
right.
it don't, I know I did my job.
There you go.
I know I did my job. I know God got something for me, so it really don't really matter.
I know one of my favorite quotes is, "Do not strive after a ministry, but to anticipate the fruit of a disciplined life." And Ralph, thanks. You are an incredible example of a disciplined life,
Thank you.
and one that would pay forward and have no expectation, but yet here you are, and we are so blessed to have you a part of our tribe. So look him up. It's Ralph Gaston or Ralph God.
Ralphii God and hard work Gaston.
Ralphii God and Hard Work Gaston. Gaston.
Yes.
So good. Thanks so much. We appreciate you
no
stopping
problem.
by. And
You're welcome. All
We'll
glory to
look
God.
for, yeah, we'll look for you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.